Alright, I'm on hole number 4 of the Coastal Classic Tournament. On Tuesday's qualifying round of the Rookie Division. Let's go to hole number 4. Hole number 4. Alright. I'll tell you, you're not being crazy if you shoot from over here, although I'm not doing that shot. I would much rather be in my wedge. I missed this shot. Okay, in my practice account, the last time through, I missed this shot. And the reason I missed it is because in my practice account, I have a rapier. That's level 7. And in my main account, I have a level 6. It's the only club in my rookie account, or my practice account, that I have that's higher than in my main account. And so at level 7, it's actually at 1.2 per ring. 1.3. So it's 1.2, 1.3, and in my main account at level 6, it's 1.5, 1.6, and so I went with the 1.5, not realizing. And even though it doesn't look like there's that big of a difference between 1.2 and 1.5 when you're that close, and you're making those fine little adjustments, that 1.2 cost me. I missed it right on the outside of the cup on a perfect. And I went back and diagnosed that shot and looked at the thing and was, wow, I did the wrong numbers for that club. So it's super important to know the numbers for your club. So if you've got notes, like write them down, because it can be the difference between making it and not making it. So the goal here is to come with the most accurate stuff. If you ever wanted a level 8 rock, a maxed out rock, this is the hole because of the curl. I'm going to come out here with my QB. I'm going to use a Kingmaker. This is the hole to use a Kingmaker, and I'm going to do max everything that I can. I'm going to do a 10% wind adjustment, and I'm going to force myself to stay 3 rings off of this surface. Excuse me, this surface right here. I want to be 3 rings off of that because I've got so much stuff going on over there. If you hit a grate on the inside and you don't leave yourself 3 rings, you're going to clip this rough, and you do not want to end up on this side. You want to end up on the other side, because if you end up on the other side, there's a really good chance you're going to end up in the fairway and you've got a great shot. So it's crazy to kill your shot down here. Get over to the other side. Okay, so let's make sure I got my accurate bag. Accurate. Number 2. I'm going to bring a Kingmaker. Make sure I got my Hornet, my Rapier, and I want to look at my Rapier numbers, because my Rapier numbers here is 7 too, so it means it's 1.5, 1.6, somewhere in that neighborhood. And I usually play it at 1.5 because that number's easier to remember. And I always like to feel like my Rapier's more accurate than it really is. You gotta have faith in your clubs. You can have better faith in your clubs if you remember the numbers for your clubs. So whatever you have in your bag, so the more bags you have, the more numbers you got to remember. So it's almost good if you start off, just like you have just a couple bags that you to choose from, an accurate bag and a distance bag. And if you're working your clubs up. Okay, 10% wind adjustment. I'm going to do max. I'm going to try and get about 4.5. What I'm doing here is I'm blue ring off, and I'm up against that sign. 3.3. 10% wind adjustment, that's 3.6. So we're just a titch over 3.5 rings. Max curl. No overpower. Hitting it perfect. Just trying to bring it around there as far as we can, get it up that hill as far as we can, and get it to roll back towards the cup. And trying to get into our minimum short iron or our maximum wedge. And I'll be going against the side wind, but these clubs are so accurate down here in the wind and rookie. If I was playing an expert or pro, I'd probably go to the other side, just because if you're going against a 7 or a 10 mile an hour wind, that's really tough when you're doing side wind. So you'd have a much better shot on the other side. But in rookie, because we can get so close. If you can get that close in pro and expert, then I'm still all for the other side. I'm all for trying to get down in a wedge. If I can get in my wedge, I feel much more comfortable down there. I don't know that I've even ever hit to the other side, so I'm not sure if that's a long iron shot or a maximum short iron. It looks like it'd be a long iron. Okay, there's Hornet. I'm right at minimum club. I do have enough backspin to get it out. Right there. I'm right at it. It's 3/8. It's 2-2 per ring. So there's 4-4. We're a little shy of that. We're 4 shy. Just a little shy. You just need to hit it perfect. Hit it great to the right. And it'll go great to the right. Perfect would have been in the hole. Great to the left would have been right where it is right now on the other side. You gotta hit that perfect. Hopefully my opponent can get in. They have a thorn. If you're shooting this type of shot, there's shots where a thorn is the club to bring, or a backspin club. I would bring a claw, a maxed out claw, as opposed to a thorn. If I didn't have a maxed out claw, I would bring a thorn. And so there's times when a backspin club is the club that you want to have. It's the club that you need to have, you have to have. But on this particular hole, the club that you really want to have is an accurate club. And the Hornet can get it done on a lot of holes. You just have to, there's some holes that are backspin holes, and you just have to learn how to play them a little bit different. Not that I'm a massive Hornet fan. I only use it as my normal club in every bag. The Hornet Golf Club Manufacturing Company is not sponsoring me. But Titan should. It's the king of balls. Alright, that was hole number 4. So we haven't done anything spectacular, and we've had several shots. That was definitely a look at it right there. So that was for me the hole. I've got it marked on here that I need an eagle. So like on hole number 1, go for eagle. Trying to get the eagle on that. It's a difficult shot, or go for Albie. Trying to get that Albie. It's a difficult shot, but it can be done. Hole number 2, go for eagle. Hole number 3, go for hole-in-one. But hole number 4 I have is need eagle. This is the hole. This is the hole that we can pick one up, and we want to try and pick it up every single time. Alright, that was hole number 4 of the Coastal Classic Tournament. Thanks for watching.